Hi everyone, this is Lisa. I'm going to show you how to create a very simple PowerPoint for your individual presentation number 2. The first thing that you're going to need to do is to find some images that you want to put into your PowerPoint. Now let's imagine that my speech is about the similarities and differences between San Francisco and New York. So the first thing I want to do is find some images. So I'm going to go to the internet and let's say I'm going to focus on food. I'm going to type San Francisco food. And see up here where it says web, maps, images, news, etc. I'm going to click on images. And let's see if I can find something that I feel really talks about San Francisco food. I'm looking for some seafood. Maybe I'll use this picture here because we like to eat a lot of seafood here in San Francisco. Or maybe this food truck. Maybe that's a good idea. So I'm going to click on the food truck. And over here on the right, you'll see it says View Image. Now I'm going to click on View Image. And I just have the picture. I'm going to put my arrow over the picture. And on my mouse, I'm going to right-click, which will give me this menu. Again, I right-clicked on the mouse. I click on Save Image As, and I'm going to save it to my desktop so it's easy to find. And down here, I'm going to rename it San Francisco Food Truck. And I'll click Save. Now I'm going to go back. And here I am again on my page. And now I'm going to change San Francisco to New York. Pizza, hot dogs, donuts. But when I see this picture here of the hot dog truck, that really makes me think of New York. So I'm going to, again, click on that image, click on View Image. Whoa, it's so big. I'm going to right-click on the image, click Save Image As, and again, I'm here at my desktop. Here's the image I just saved, San Francisco Food Truck. And this one is already called Street Food New York, so I'm just going to make that a little more clear, and save, and I'm done with that. Okay, but in my speech, I'm not just going to talk about food. Let's say I'm also going to talk about fashion. New York fashion. And again, I'm on Google Images. And I'm going to try and find a picture. Oh, this is all Fashion Week. Let me try something else. I'm going to say New York street fashion and see if that gives me something different. Oh yes, New York street fashion. Let's see if I can find a picture that really shows the difference. This girl, she looks super New York. Super New York. I kind of like that picture, but I'm going to keep looking. And this guy is also super New York. Oh, look. This one gives me 3 pictures. I like that. So I'm going to click again on View Image, put my mouse over the picture, right-click, Save Image As, New York Street Fashion, save, and it's done. Go back, scroll up, San Francisco Street Fashion. Oh, this girl down here is super San Francisco. Or how about these girls? Oh, these girls are super San Francisco. I like this picture. So I'm going to click on View Image, right click, Save Image. San Francisco street fashion. Save. Okay. Now I'm not just going to talk about food and fashion. Let's say I want to talk about architecture. So here's a typical scene in San Francisco of some houses. I like that picture. View image, right click, save image as San Francisco architecture. Go back. Scroll up. And New York architecture. It's going to be much more high-rises, apartment buildings. That looks like Oakland. Well, I think I'm going to go with this type of building because this definitely looks like New York. View image. Oh, do you see how this has these lines on it? That means it's copyrighted. That means I can't take that image. That's too bad. I'm going to go back. I'm having a hard time. Let me try this again. New York City architecture. Does that change things a little bit? Maybe this. New York City apartment buildings. I kind of like that. Let's do this one. My browser is being very slow right now. Okay, finally. View image. Right click. Save image as New York architecture. Or I'll put apartment. Okay, great. Now I've got 6 images that I'm ready to use for my PowerPoint. So I'm going to minimize my internet and back up my desktop. And down here at the bottom, I'm going to select Microsoft PowerPoint. If this doesn't come up for you, you might have to find it a different way. You might need to come to All Programs and then scroll until you see Microsoft Office. Click and then find Microsoft PowerPoint that way. Okay. So I'm going to add some slides. And I'm going to show you how to put pictures into the slides. This is my first slide. I might do something fun here. I'm not sure yet. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the second slide. And what you might want to do is change the layout of the slide by going up here to Layout. And I like this kind of side-by-side look, so I'm going to click that. I'm going to do the same for my other 2 slides. That's just easier for me. You don't have to do it that way. So here, I'm going to click inside either one of these boxes. And you'll see here there's an icon for Insert Picture. This is Insert Table, Insert Chart, Insert Smart Art. I want this picture one. So I'm going to click. And over here, it's going to take me to my computer. I'm going to select on Desktop, which is right here. And here are the images that I just saved. Thank God I named them so I could find them easy. So I'm going to click on San Francisco Food Truck, and there it is. Now I'm going to go over to my other box. I'm going to click on Insert Picture. I'm back at my desktop, and I'm looking for the New York Street Food New York. And there it is. And now I have my 2 pictures here. So I'm going to say street food typing my title, SF and New York. Now I'm going to go to my next slide. Do you see how I was over here on the menu and I was in slide 2 and now I clicked on slide 3? Go back over here, and I think the next one I picked was fashion. I want SF on the left, San Francisco Street Fashion. And now I'm going to click on the other box. And that'll take me back to my desktop. New York Street Fashion. Okay. Now let's imagine that I don't like these sizes. If you click on the picture, you'll see that these dots appear. If you click on one, see how my little mouse, which right now is an arrow, turns into a cross, but then if I go to the corner, it turns into an arrow. If I hold down on the left button on my mouse, it turns into a cross, and now I can drag it and make it bigger. Then, when my icon turns into a cross again, I can click on the image and move it around as I wish. I'm going to do the same for this one. Click, make it bigger, and reposition. Up here, I'm going to click inside the box and type fashion, SF and New York. And again, I still have my third one. So I'm going to click on the image. And the last one was architecture. San Francisco architecture. I'm going to click in the other box, click on the insert image, and I'm looking for a New York apartment. Here it is. Great. Oh, I like the way that looks because the pictures are the same size. So I'm going to put housing, SF and New York. So now I could be done if I want. If you'd like, you can play a little bit. PowerPoint has many things to offer. I went back to slide 2. If I click up here and I click on the box, there's all kinds of things up here I can do. One fun thing is to go under Shape Fill. Maybe I can make it orange inside, or green inside, or red inside. I kind of like the red. I can also highlight my text and I can change the font to make it something more exciting. I can make it bigger or smaller. Whoa, that's too big. And some people can get really fancy with their PowerPoints. It's certainly not necessary. Now I still have this first slide. I might just do something simple like similarities and differences between SF and New York by Lisa Gonzalez. This is not necessary. It could be just a waste of a slide. It's up to you what you want to do with this first slide. But as long as you have a couple of different slides showing different pictures with a maximum of 5, that's all I need from you. Now, last thing, must save it. File, Save As, and I like to save things on my desktop so I know where they are. Save. Now, if I close this PowerPoint and I go back to my desktop, you'll see that all the images I saved are still here. And then right down here, this image that has a P on it, that's my PowerPoint. And you're done. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks, everyone.